up, party people? Welcome back to another episode of Controversial Album Covers. This is episode number 39, and here it is, Throbbing Gristle's 20 Jazz Funk Greats. It was released in December of 1979, and it is their third album. First of all, I got to give a shout out to Dave over at Factory Records. He's the one that suggested this. I don't necessarily know all of these albums, and I take suggestions and requests, and if they fit, I'll run them when I get them. And so thanks to Dave, he suggested this after I did the UFO Force It, and I'll get to that in just a minute and bring it back around. Now, if you're looking at this saying there's nothing real controversial about it, it's not really, and we'll get to that in a second. But first, the joke behind this is they put this album out in the hopes that in 5 years or 10 years or 50 years or whenever, someday somebody would pick this up in a cheapo bin and think that they're getting a jazz funk record, but in reality, they're actually getting a Throbbing Gristle record. If you're not familiar with Throbbing Gristle, they're more of an electronic, kind of an avant-garde, industrial noise, whatever you want to call it. So certainly not jazz or funk. And that was a good joke to them. And to me, I think that's fantastic. That is perfectly right down my center lane of humor. You're not going to see dividends on it, but you'll hopefully know that in your mind somebody did that. And so getting into the controversy of it, the real controversy behind it is this photo was taken at Beachy Head in Sussex, and that is known as one of the most famous suicide spots in all of England. Apparently people just love to go there and go, and that's what it's known for. And the Land Rover on the front is actually supposedly, it's also Land Rover on the back. Supposedly, that was the couple's car that committed suicide there. Now, why they left the car there, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's a great selfie spot. So if you're looking for a good selfie spot in Sussex or in England, go check it out. That's a great spot to go. I don't know if that's true or not. It seems odd that the Land Rover would just remain there, but so be it. Now, in 1981, they did reissue this with, well, you can see it here, a naked dead body supposedly in front of them. It's also in black and white just to make it a little more, fun for the whole family. And that's kind of where the controversy comes in when you start showing dead bodies on covers. Now, and if you're looking at these people on the front and you're saying, hey, they kind of look familiar, that's because I believe it's these two are actually on the cover of UFO's Force It, and they're the two that are making out. There's some weirdness going on there because in that video I said that it was two women. But there's something going on, and I'm not 100% on where this all transpired, but Genesis P. Orridge, who is there, I think is trans, or well, they passed in 2015, I think. But I think, I'm not going to get into it because I don't know, but if somebody wants to explain to me, because in that video I said that it was two women on the front, and I don't know if she had gone through a transition at that point or what was going on. Her sexuality was always kind of ambiguous, and there was something about hermaphrodites that they were doing as an art piece. I don't know if somebody wants to explain it to me. I'm not trying to be offensive. I just don't know. I did the research on it, and it's all very vague. But if somebody knows for sure, fire it at me. I'd love to know. I'd love to learn. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.